Look alive, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are the Millie Goats. It is episode 144, June 30th, 2024. Happy National Log Cabin Day. How about that?
How about that?
Interesting facts. And I'm not talking about the syrup, or if you don't like that type of syrup, if you're more of
Log
a,
cabin syrup?
yeah, log cabin has a syrup.
Really?
You didn't know that?
Who would have thought?
Wait a minute. You Or are you just pulling my leg right now?
I mean, I don't really look at brands of syrup. What's the one that got discontinued? Betty Crocker?
Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, that one.
Aunt Jemima is now the Pearl Mill Company or something like that.
Pearls.
Pearl, hey, pearl necklaces.
Hey.
Let me tell you this: I am so thirsty because we've been outside and there's a heat advisory down here,
Yeah.
like 95 degrees, and Tex and I were outside pretty much for 4 days straight with 7 kids, and it was electric. I don't even know if he's going to be on.
Did you not talk about it before you left?
No, so I've just been chugging water all day long.
It's just y'all two?
No, our wives were here, but I mean, they were
Oh.
out there too. But you know how they all want to go swimming in the river.
Hey, I'm looking at these emails trying to get the doc pulled up. Our mine and yours, our Sunday ticket uh is renewing.
I saw that.
Just make sure.
I meant to send you a screenshot to see if the payments would be the company Sunday ticket.
Yeah.
We could
That's it.
write that off, right?
Are we splitting the bill that they're or the check that they're sending us? How's
You know
that
what?
gonna work?
Here's how we do it. Here's how we do it. Whoever team goes far from here on out, whoever team goes farther in the playoffs doesn't have to pay. You willing to make that bet? Put your money where your mouth is, dude. Josh Allen, Brock Purdy. Come on.
That doesn't come down to just that. Come on, we
Oh,
both know that.
come on, dude. Do it.
Let me think about it.
Okay. That's a
I might
fair
need to win a
wager.
few. I might need to win a few more golf tournaments.
That's a fair wager.
That's not a bad one.
Or I don't know. We'll figure something out, but it definitely has to be either least amount of primetime games, whose team goes farther in the playoffs, or if there's a head to head like this year,
Yeah, that's
right?
true. This year's head to head. Because some of
Okay.
that's luck of the draw. I mean, when Brock Purdy doesn't show up because he got married, Christian McCaffrey gets hurt because he's on Madden cover. Josh Allen was on Madden cover last year.
He got hurt, didn't he?
Yeah,
Mm.
still played every game though.
So I think that has to be something. 100%. When and we can we could get if Josh Allen's not playing, I'm not going to be like, oh, you gotta no, it's got to be. I would say at least 90% healthy,
Yeah,
90 to 95. Like if you're talking like a few offensive linemen or if you're all pros are out or whatever, then yeah,
right.
I get it. Anyways, I'm AK. This is J-Vi. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Super James is here. First loser. We got something for you, buddy. Blue was here at 8 a.m. He was ready. Forgot it was he forgot it was tonight. So shout out Blue. Also, Bills fan weigh in here. Wife of the CEO of Stats. But yeah, dude.
8 a.m. He said he forgot to read, but he still would have been here an hour and a half earlier if it was 8 p.m.
True. He was just he got the notification.
Hey,
Boom. Blue's in here. That's why he's our boy. We got to
that's
get him
right.
in the contest, dude. We got to get him in the contest. We're getting that thing's getting prepped up for football season. I think we could get over 100 people.
I almost slid into third today with a
Oh,
four
did you?
4 of 5. Yeah, I was 2 points behind somebody, the third place guy or
Mm,
gal, whoever it is.
no, it
And
was Searsock. Also, your boys, if you can see on the bottom there, I slid in to a NASCAR win that I didn't think I had any business winning. I had
so
88.
yeah, for NASCAR, Hey, credit Super James for calling out what I did last week. He's like, "Oh, if the names start with a C and they play on tour, it's good enough for JVI."
Mm-hmm.
That lineup cashed and was one of my few 6 for 6 lineup. So I went with that strategy for NASCAR. Did not work out as well as it did for golf, but I think I might have something for golf.
Hey, I got something for NASCAR, and it's all. There you go. Okay, Buku's here. He said, "What's up, boys? Damn, J-Vi, you got your mid-50s simply by taking your hat off." Roasted, dude. He was throwing it out. But you've seen J-Vi in college now, fellas.
Oh,
Hey, look who's
mixed bag.
here. Claude. He said
Yes,
NASCAR was crash car. Claude's
I
here.
know. A lot of my guys crash. That's what happened to me.
I had 88 points in DraftKings when I looked, and I was like, man, this sucks. The bees theory might be losing steam. And lo and behold, I look back, I'm cashing in NASCAR. I threw that thing in there, and
Okay.
I won the NASCAR Wodamaker. So I'm back. I thought Bush was gonna sweep it, but he didn't. Let's also say this: sports. This is a dry period right now.
Yeah, right,
So
dude. You got Euros, you got Copa.
I didn't watch Euros or Copa. You can if
You
you
got it though. There's sports to be watched.
I will say that because I watched the wiffle ball championships the other day.
Is that in Rock Hill?
Yes.
I knew it was. Rock
I,
Hill's like Ocho, ESPN Ocho 8
that's the
hub.
Mecca.
Yeah, it really is.
That's the Mecca's Rock Hill, the MSG of
I'm gonna be
ESPN
down
8, the
there.
Ocho.
I'm gonna be down there tomorrow and
Filming some Ocho stuff?
Make a Wish stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's way. I also watched the auctioneer national championships.
Wait a second. How's that?
Yes.
How's that happen?
They have a whole they have a whole sheet that they go by. They start putting items up there and the auctions go and then they grade them afterwards. I
Okay,
watched that for like 30 minutes.
so that's kind of like being a UFC judge. It's just like whatever you're feeling that day. That's who wins.
Oh, yeah. So sports, you can find them if you again the Euros. I didn't watch the Euros. I mean, it was 90 degrees out here. We were out on the boat, all that stuff. Oh man, hey Claude, who won that thing? I saw Fuji, whatever his name was leading it. He had a
Pure?
pretty sizable lead. He said there were two aces at the Senior Open,
Yeah.
back
Did
to
you see
back.
that?
Then he missed
Yeah.
the cut.
Yes. That guy also had like 6 pars on that 9 too.
And he
Or
missed the
not pars,
cut.
bogeys. Bogeys. He had 2 aces, 6 bogeys on that 9.
I mean, three. He went back to back, two par threes, which you don't ever really see in a row. But
Right.
anyways, damn, auctioneers are going. No, dude, we have got to keep the auctioneers. I need that. I need that competition in my life.
They should
Um,
make it to where online, because they do auctions online. I mean, it's a silent auction, but they
it's gonna.
should make it to where it's not silent. Like it's like programmed like a EA Sports game where an auctioneer goes through all the stuff, and then when you make the bet, it reads it off like you're there.
Okay. I hope they don't do AI. That would be terrible. That would be terrible. No, we don't need that. Keep auctioneers. It's one of the only things in sports where you're top of the list, and I can't do that. It's one of those. It's like gymnasts. Whenever I watch a gymnast do those stunts and things, I'm like, there's not a lot of things I could not do or think that I could do. At least be like I could attempt that. Like I watch these quarterback videos, right? And they're like, oh, they threw it into a bucket from like 40 yards, and I'm like, I mean, I could do that. I see a guy hit a tee shot down the middle. I'm like, I might not be able to hit it like that, but an auctioneer, no chance. Gymnast, you're not seeing me doing any flips, dude.
That's because you're not flexible.
Oh, you okay? Let's get a video then. Let's get a video of you doing it. I
I
want to
used to.
see you.
I took gymnastics when I was little.
You
I'm not
did
saying I could do all the flips, but yeah, that's how I got my balance. Before I played any sports, gymnastics to get balance, core.
gymnastics was karate or taekwondo. You remember when we did yoga for football
Yeah,
up at
yeah,
up at App State?
that's right.
Everybody just took a nap.
Yep. Nobody did. That was before yoga was cool.
um, hey, Tex got to see it firsthand, dude. I still got it. Gave my little nephew a preview of what the specialist camp's gonna be like. He was
Oh
out
yeah.
there. He was out there. He's like, "Here, punt one." I was like, "All right." We got this little football that's like, I don't know, probably 8 inches long. It's blue. It's kind of rubbery. I said, "Stand back, dude. I'm gonna punt it over the house over there."
You sure that's a football?
Oh, I can't make it spin like that, so I'm sure. I said, "Step back." I punted that dude, absolute bomb over one of the branches of the pine trees. Just sailed up, turned over, landed right on top of my in-laws' roof up there at the in-law suite. Just
Isn't Texas kid Mr. Versatile? Shouldn't he be returning punts?
he was trying to catch him. He was trying to catch him, but
Not enough height on that thing.
he tried to punt. He tried to punt one, and I saw him. He had the ball, and he's holding it out there like this, and he's going. I said, "Boy, stop." I was like, "I don't want you to kick another football until you can hold that ball, walk, drop it, and it should bounce right back up to you. You should be able to walk the line, drop the football flat, and it should bounce right up to you. That should be. You do not move your arm when you're punting the football."
Find you a yard marker.
Mm-hmm.
Walk the whole side to side.
Johnny Cash that thing. Just put on the music, walk the line. So Claude said silent but deadly option.
That's right. Had a few
All
of
gas,
those.
no brakes there. Oh,
Had a few of those. Who did that? I don't know. We got to take her over there. Who did that one?
oh. Humana. Humana. Anyways, all right. Thanks everybody so far. If you're tuned in, if you don't catch the whole show, the podcast will be out tomorrow. You can listen on your Monday to work. We still talk sports. We have lots of sports. The Rocket Mortgage finish. We'll get to that. That was an absolute abomination. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw who
Kudos.
won. That's about it.
It was nobody wanted to win it. It always sucks whenever the guy who's on the practice screen wins the tournament. I want
Yeah.
to see somebody have some Cal Yones to stand up there and hit a shot when it needs to be made.
Like Bryce
Who?
DeChambeau.
Oh, I thought you said Bryce. I'm like, who?
Bryce. Yeah, well, we're on
Bryce.
first name basis.
Yeah, I got you. B Dog,
Yeah.
BD, your boy
BG.
BD.
And I think his middle name starts with A, so he's BAD.
Oh, BAD. That's
I
all.
don't
Yeah,
know
I've
what
seen
that.
his what is it? Green book in his pocket.
Yeah, like when Butch thought that he gave John Rahm his nickname Rombo, but his his book literally says that in his back pocket.
Says it in his back pocket. All right. Yeah, so we'll get to that in a minute. But the Rocket Mortgage finish, good gosh. Somebody step up. And Tex and I wore him out, dude. We were trolling. First of all, we caught massive catfish out of the river. Huge. Fried them up. They were delicious. We also went trolling yesterday. Caught some striped bass. Got into a mess of striped bass and we just trolled. And there's nothing better than having the kids. It was me and the boys and Tex. So it was me and my son and his 3 sons. Even the baby was on there. And
He
we
on
were just
Texas back?
do what?
Was he on Texas
No,
back?
no. He was in between my legs. So
Oh,
we start. I was driving the boat and we're trolling. So we're going like 4 miles an hour.
yeah.
And we got 2 lines off the back. And the 3 other boys who were like 4, 5, and 9 were having the time of their life. Strikes and reeling them in and all this stuff. We pull the one fish up. And the little one, his youngest, the boy, no, don't copyright us busting with the boys because you guys are like, oh, the boy did this. The boy, okay, great. You jabronis are not the first one to say the boys. Anyways, he saw the fish, and I mean, he lost it, dude. Just absolutely complete meltdown. And so he went and found a safe space, which was between my legs while I was driving the boat. So I'd spin the wheel, and every now and then I'd hit him in the shoulder or hit him in the chin, and he would turn around and look at me. But he would not leave my legs until we were done with the fish. So, anyways,
Well, I got a bone to pick with Tex.
what do you mean?
I mean, this guy comes in here and all he talks about is how country he is and his extra toughs, and you send me a picture of
Catfish,
yeah, nice
big cat.
size, big catfish, and this guy's wearing Crocs.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even have his extra toughs on.
Nope.
All this talk about wanting a deal, them to sponsor us. He's not even wearing them.
Mm-mm. Fraud.
Fraud. Fraud.
Fraud. And I didn't see him all weekend, so I don't even know if he brought them.
Jesus.
I wore mine on the boat. So yeah, he was he didn't put on for his city. He
No,
didn't Young
he
Jeezy
didn't.
that thing.
He didn't.
Fraud. I also wanted to ask this because I did this right before I took a shower before I came down here because I probably hadn't showered it's been a while. You know how I do when we get
Well,
doing things.
if you get in the lake or the pool, that's like a shower. That's what I
You know
say.
you know me on bachelor parties. I'll be same outfit for like 3 days in a row.
Yeah, that's
But
why your wife never has to worry about like girls hitting on us because like you stink so bad.
dude, I'm telling you right now, I was yeah. Um, what was like? Oh, so I did this. I took a shower and I put deodorant on. I don't know why because I'm just coming down here in my basement to sit in the.
Hey, it gets hot.
So I thought about the question: is it weird to put deodorant on before bed? Is that a normal thing? Thoughts?
Well, I don't wear. I probably shouldn't say this live on air. I haven't worn deodorant in probably 15 years. I just don't. It makes my arms break out. Maybe it's because of the type
Mm,
of deodorant I was using, but I really don't stink. You can ask my wife, text her right now, ask her. I haven't worn deodorant in probably 15 years, and I just don't get bad BO. I mean, I take showers and stuff, but like
that's weird, dude. I
hanging
sweat.
out,
Like, I mean, you
I
know
just
me.
I sweat, but like I just
How does
don't
it
have
not
bad
stink?
BO. I don't know. It's that natural
Did you?
perfume, dude.
Let me ask you this: did you used to do the Axe body spray?
I did. I was an Axe. Well,
You were
I was more of an Old Spice guy.
Mm,
The swag, the Old Spice swag body soap. Now I
those
just
I
use
still.
regular bar soaps.
You go bar soap?
Yeah, I'm a bar soap guy. It's
I've
it's
heard.
got it's pretty nasty to use a washcloth. Think about how much dirt like stays on that thing.
I don't get how you have to wash your washcloths. You're washing them, aren't you?
Not no,
While
I
you're
think it
washing
stays
yourself.
on there. I think
I,
it
s-
stays on there.
I
It's
thought they
like
washed themselves.
it's like your driveway. Like it just goes a little bit further down the rack. I mean, like that's why you got to pressure wash your driveway to still clean it, even though it rains on it and washes stuff. Like you still got to pressure wash it.
No, I think my whole thing on washcloths is that what is it doing
Fupa's
in
worse. The
what's it?
Fupa.
No, I think it's called a loofah. Fupa is a different thing.
Whoops.
I think I think I think my thought on the washcloths is you're what are you doing different in the washing machine that's different than you're doing in the shower? Because isn't everything in the washing machine dirty too? But your body's dirty as well.
It's detergent. The difference.
Well, what's different than detergent and soap?
I think it's the concentrated area.
Maybe. I don't know. I've always thought that.
I don't know. You do you. I'll do me.
Super James, yeah, I could put it over that mountain. I almost did. Our neighbors moved in. They were just gonna be like, "Wow, does it rain footballs here every day?"
Super
Somebody
James, to describe to you how AK punts. If you didn't see him, if you didn't see how the ball came out, if you just saw the flight of the ball, you would never know if he threw it or kicked it. It's like a frozen rope.
Yep.
His passes and his punts look the exact same. They probably go about the same distance too.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I could throw it. I could throw it a pretty good ways. I used to be able to chuck a football.
The Nerf.
No, a regular football. You remember I used to after practice. I used to stand on the 50 and then I'd throw it off the crossbars.
Dude, crossbar game.
Yeah,
I used to
I could
kick
throw.
your ass in that game.
Yeah, I mean up close maybe, but you weren't standing back. You weren't standing back there.
No, after I laid out Trenton Holiday, I couldn't throw it more than
Oh
30
come
yards.
on. Look, here, Super James. Wash rag or not, wash your face before your butt. We can all agree on that, I think. And then we have
Look,
you can sanitize it. Okay,
soap
the
on the
sanitize
face, soap on the face,
drips down, trickle down effect.
shampoo on the hair, then you wash your body, then you rinse your face and rinse your hair.
Mm. I don't really wash my hair that often. I don't. I wash it maybe once a week.
Greasy.
No, well, it's the natural
That's the
oils.
that's the Italian in you.
No, it's natural oils. People pay a lot of money for conditioner. You know what
My
conditioner is? It's
my wife
fat.
would kill me for telling you this. She washes her hair twice a week, Sunday and Wednesday. That's it. She'll put like baby powder and stuff on it. I don't know.
Baby.
Yeah,
Wait, I do get that when I get a haircut. That's supposed to help get the hairs that the scragglers out. I understand that. I understand baby powder. Maybe that's just dry shampoo. Anyways, yeah, I don't wash my hair because I mean a lot because you're paying for something else, oil. That's what conditioner is. It's oil and fat. I have that I produce that myself. I don't need that.
hey.
Any, do you deodorant before bed? That was where we were.
Two dudes talking about what they do in the shower who have probably showered more times together than we care to admit.
Dude,
Just because of football. Just because of football. Not by choice.
if you know about football locker rooms, you know what we mean. Look, you
Yeah.
go in there, there's not individual stalls in the football locker room in high school and college, whatever. You go in there and it's a free for all.
Yeah.
So first one's in, last one's out. Parents used to get so mad at us.
I know. They'd be sitting there waiting on us for 30 minutes. Had to tell everybody good game.
Hey, that's how you get them to the boat, Super James. They're not going to complain because I stink. They're gonna. I'm one with the fish. They always talk about boats not having good acoustics, right? Some people fish in those big marlin tournaments. They can't catch any marlin. They'll sell their boat because it doesn't sound right to the marlin. It doesn't attract them. So they'll get a boat and then they'll sell it because somebody told me that. I'm like, are you kidding me? They're just swapping fishing yachts in and out because it doesn't sound right. So I go a step further and say, look, just like deer, right? Deer
What do you
can
want to be?
smell you.
What do you want to be remembered for?
I'm telling you right now. So do you put deodorant? No, you don't wear deodorant. I normally don't, but maybe I might. Maybe I might start doing that.
I mean, hey, if it increases the chances.
Yes, of a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Hmm. National Log Cabin Day. We're gonna get to sports. Don't you worry. A log cabin is a small log building with a few rooms and no electricity. Medieval log cabin was called a chattel house and considered a movable property. This was wild. Can you imagine doing this? We're soft in today's world.
Yeah.
Villagers who are relocating dismantled their log cabins by taking them apart log by log and transporting them to a new location and reassembling them.
Mobile home, dude.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Wow. A good choice of wood for a log cabin is an eastern white pine. Shout out. Maybe I should make a log cabin. The oldest standing log cabin is 384 years old and has a great historical value. The largest log cabin in the world is located in Grinnell, Loma, which costs 40 million. And I have to look that up
Where's
because
Granola?
exactly one, I don't know where Grinnell Loma is, and two, $40 million log cabin. That's a pretty substantial price for a log cabin. Are you looking
It's
it up?
Michigan. Marquette, Michigan. Which I thought Marquette was in Wisconsin.
Just hit my mind. That's what I was getting ready to say, Marquette. I thought it was in West Virginia.
No, well,
We had
Marquette
that
University is
conversation
in
last.
Wisconsin,
Okay.
but I don't know,
This thing's
Marquette,
got to be
Michigan.
on a lake, right? This Grinnell Loma.
I don't know. I'm looking it up. Log.
Well, so do you think that's how Lincoln logs? I mean, obviously you build them, but were they inspired? And apparently there's a lot of like political significance to log cabins, by the way. Anyways,
I just
so
don't know how they keep you warm.
look,
Oh,
I don't.
there's There's a decent amount of it's on the water.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
There's a lot of brick too. See, to me, this isn't like fully logged. I mean, it's logged,
No,
but it's not fully logged.
no.
You know what I mean?
If you tell me there's
Like log.
what?
What?
You said log, you just cut off your own sentence there. I didn't know what you were doing.
Oh, I was saying this thing. It's not fully logged. Like
Oh,
it's a little bit logged, not fully logged.
that doesn't count. We need to
Like this, like
investigate
the
this.
siding's logged, but like
Yeah, but
there's
if
a
it's
brick
got
chimney.
brick, I mean, come on. Have we seen?
Yeah,
Have we not? Have we not seen the Three Little Pigs?
yeah.
You,
You can't.
you
You
know what I
couldn't
mean?
blow that thing down. Yeah.
Come on, come on. Here you go. Dovetail cuts on log cabins enable you to take them apart and move them. There you go. Get your dovetails in there. Isn't there a dovetail motorcycle? Maybe. All right. We got Salute Your Sports, the dad joke. We're going to talk some golf, the GUIS. We're hot. Hang the banners, other relevant sports news. I don't think we have anything for that. We kind of talked about it. We just went on a 15-minute rant about deodorant. And the Inter Squad Dad Kings Jamboree results. So, without further ado, hit the music. All right, Salute Your Sports. Before we do that, we've made another graphic. And the reason we made this graphic is because I was cruising Twitter over the weekend here and there, and I saw two things about JaMarcus Russell. And I got to thinking, I was like, what are the top whoopsie regret type of deals that we could come up with? First, I want to go over these JaMarcus Russell things.
These are all what he did.
Yes, JaMarcus Russell, he said in 2016, JaMarcus Russell sent a letter to the Cowboys owner. This is not going to be as hilarious without our two Cowboys fans here. Sent a letter to Jerry Jones saying he would play for free in 2016. He continued to blame the Raiders for the reasons why he was the biggest bust of all time. And then he said he would play for free. And then it came out later. Here's another JaMarcus Russell story. He's out as a high school football coach, accused of stealing $75,000 worth of donations from the school. not only,
Oh
not
my
only,
god.
not only was he completely bamboozled as a quarterback, and we don't want to pile on him. We don't. I mean, who knows what was going on? But then he said he'd play for free, and then now he's embezzling money from the high school that he coaches at. So we would say that's kind of a whoopsie on all accounts for not watching film, for not being good in the NFL, for saying he would play for free, and then stealing money from high school sports. So we came up with a list of things that were whoopsies or that you would things that didn't go as planned, so to speak. So for those of you listening to the audio version, you're not going to be able to see this graphic, but it's our faces with our names, and we each have a category. And here's the graphic. There it is. Top whoopsies inspired by JaMarcus Russell, courtesy of us. Now, Tex and Butch aren't here, but they did submit their answers. Touche, Super James. That's very good right there. We like a good pun.
Ooh.
Okay. So, top whoopsies inspired by JaMarcus Russell. I don't know if you want to go over Texas or Butch's first. Hey, check it out, dude.
What's up?
How you doing?
Blues back.
Hey, look who else is here. Josh Jackson, dude.
Yes.
Yes, App family. That man. Hey, fourth quarter performance. If you haven't looked it up, go look it up, especially if you're in the ATL. Get your fours up, baby. I think he's around the ATL area. Good dude.
I
Great
think
guy.
so too.
Love his stuff. All your fitness, wellness. Free shout out for him for tuning in and hanging out with us. All right. So, do you want to go over your list first? You want to go back and forth?
I can. And when you sent this out this morning,
Dude,
I
the first one you sent got me. I was laughing my ass off.
I didn't really know where you wanted us to go with this, and I was asking my wife, what are some big whoops? Because I don't think about them as whoops, they just happen, and then I just forget about it, I move on. But she gives me a list of 6 things. I'm like, all right, I didn't ask you to pile on,
Hey, I like that though. Get involved.
but we were watching Ice Age, and it's that damn squirrel
Fumble the
chasing
bag.
chasing that acorn around the whole movie. And if that's not the biggest oops thing
Oh.
ever, I don't know what it is. So I
The
had to be
movie's
number 1 on the list.
the movie starts, and you're like, by the end of this thing, he's going to get it. And
Yeah.
that was a big letdown because the whole whoever is in charge of that, shame on you, because that pissed a lot of now the kids it wouldn't piss off, but the adults, you know what I mean? The adults.
Oh, I know.
I don't think he still caught it.
No, he never caught it.
That's JaMarcus Russell esque.
Even in number 2, he didn't catch it.
There's 5 of them now.
There's a whole mini series of him chasing it.
Yeah. That's no. My first one was Taylor Swift.
What oops did she do?
She didn't do an oops. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's a letdown every time I hear it. I respect her for being able to build this.
Don't get us canceled, dude. We can fight the Ariana Grandes. We can't fight the Taylor Swifts.
I respect her for her ability to build this legion of Swifties that she has. Conversely, I don't like her music. I don't think she can sing very well. So it's a big letdown. I'll never forget when they played her at my wedding. The DJ put on a wedding around at our reception. Hey, I went up there and said, "Hey, don't play that anymore. If you play her again, I will have to then commandeer the aux cord, and we will be
I
listening."
will take off my jacket and you will have to smell my armpits.
Yes. So I don't mean to she's the number 1 in the world, and from my perspective, I don't get it. I just don't
Well,
get
you're
it.
also not a little girl, so
True. Oh, that's a good one, Super James. You see, I remember watching that
remember when
live.
Steve Harvey crowned the wrong Miss Universe?
They had to take it away from her. He had to go back out there and apologize.
I just saw a video of him too. Or not Steve Harvey. It was Stevie Wonder was with Mariah Carey, and he tried to hand her a mic, but she completely moved and was talking into a different microphone. He was just standing there holding the mic.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
bad. That's bad.
That one
Okay,
was good.
go to your next one.
My next one is when I think of whoops and people getting away with it, I think of the entire Forrest Gump movie. Everything he does, it accidentally happens to him in a good way. And if that's not a big whoopsies, I don't know what is.
Mm-hmm.
Man, dude was an All-American football player by accident because he was trying to run away from the high school bullies. And he ran
Good
through
point.
Alabama's practice.
Good
The
point.
dude survived Vietnam because he was just running.
Dude, I haven't seen Forrest Gump in a
The
long time.
dude invested in Apple before it blew up because Bubba invested in some Apple fruit company. I mean, the whole movie's a big whoopsies.
Wow. Tell him, dude.
But
Tell
great
him.
movie. Best movie of all time. Has every single genre in it.
Really? I haven't
Yeah.
seen it in a long time.
It's a
I'll have to
love
watch it.
story. It's got sports. It's
Football?
action. It's drama. It's got every single genre in it. It's the greatest movie of all time.
All right, my next one is restaurant tacos. Every time I go to a restaurant, I'm like, I have high hopes. I'm like, I'm going to get the tacos. And every time I'm let down. And then I've come to find out that the tacos I make at home are significantly better than the tacos you get at restaurants. And that's non-negotiable as far as I am concerned.
I won't go to like Mexican taco restaurants. If somebody says they want to get Mexican and it's like just tacos, I won't go
Why?
because of what you just said. It's a
Yep, they're
letdown.
not as good.
No,
Not as good. Uh, this is a good one. Hurt my heart. Claude
yeah.
knows how much we love Eric Church, or I do. And yeah, when he was on, was he when he had the UNC jersey on? I was pretty mad at that point. When we were at the game, that was terrible. Um, okay, your third one.
Number 3 for me, and this is mainly because Butch took the boat video, which is the
Yes.
greatest video on the internet. But I think a close second, third, if you count the karate video, is any runway fail. Anytime
Yes.
people are walking down the runway and they get the wobblies and they start shaking, I mean, that's a big whoopsie,
Oh,
but
but it's
also hilarious.
the compilation is the best. Just go if you've never watched runway models ankles getting crossed up, please go watch those compilations. You will laugh so hard. The funniest thing is they try to save it so hard and then they end up like walking with their knees bent like they're doing some twerking or something.
Look like they're in the club in 2010 doing a stanky leg.
Looking like Mar from Home Alone. All right. My third one is pretty much every movie sequel ever. I don't recall any other movie sequel that was as good as the original.
Mighty
Even though
Ducks 2?
we wanted it to be good, but it's not. That's JaMarcus Russell-esque.
Mighty
Whoopsie.
Ducks 2?
Ooh, no.
What about
I mean,
this
it's
one?
good. You're talking about the one where they go to the Olympics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Home Alone 2. Lost in New York.
Home Alone 2 is a good one. Dude, the brick scene still. The basement scene, staple gun to the nutsack.
Harry?
Harry. Harry. Oh, we got some flooding in here. Super James says, second down from the 1, Pete Carroll has Wilson throw the ball. Absolutely.
Yes.
Hilarious. Bear, 0 to 0, and I'm not just talking about Tom Kim. Oh, Bear finished 13th in the
That would be a big whoops, Bear. 13.
Yes. Look, oh man, here we go. Somebody said holy cow. Dumb and Dumber 2,
Big whoops.
big
Terrible.
whoops. Big whoops. Mighty Ducks 3, not a
Which
fan.
one's that? What do they do in that one? I don't even know if I saw that one.
I can't remember. I don't remember. Ghostbusters 2, Shrek 2, Bear. And then with the third pick, Chicago Bulls say we'll take Michael Jordan. Yep. These are all great answers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Astronaut Philosophy says Ghostbuster 2 is awesome. There you go. We're saying big whoopsies. JaMarcus Russelled yourself. Now let's go over what I don't know. No context was provided to Tex. Tex has on his list dude from Mortal Kombat.
No idea what dude he's talking about.
None whatsoever. And then the Put It in Reverse Terry video.
Which was
All-time
hilarious.
whoops. Oh, you want to get people mad? Look, Miss CO Stats the Godfather, who was
Those could be fighting words to some people.
It could. She really likes the third one though. Watch this. You want to watch her get mad? That's her favorite, the third one. Butch said Cousin Eddie.
Big whoops.
And no context. Hawk Tua. No context. Boat video.
Boat video might be the best whoops of all time.
Yes. Karate video. That was the app.
Yes.
She's bad. Karate video where the guy does the backflip with the nunchucks. He just put water hoses and right in the butt, which I guess was a
it was a Wheel of Fortune deal. But honorable mention, we talked about it a little bit.
Go ahead.
I've just got to tell the story. I mean, you were there firsthand.
You want me to tell you the story?
Yes.
Okay. So Butch and I were playing a fall league baseball for our high school. and we had the jerseys where you have the top that doesn't have any sleeves. So you're supposed to bring an undershirt, and then we were supposed to bring high socks so we could all pull our pants up below our knees. But Butch and I were playing, and he shows up. I don't think he was late, but what I do remember is he showed up and didn't take infield because he didn't have his he didn't have his undershirt, or he didn't have his socks. That's what it was. So he had on a long sleeve shirt, and so he couldn't pull his pants up. But he tried to run out there with his
Because y'all were
pants
supposed to wear your high socks.
Yes, he tried to run out there with his pants pulled down and then tried to pull them up without socks. But the coach said no and put him back on the bench. Well, a couple minutes later, he comes running back out, and he was wearing a long sleeve shirt. Now he's got a 3/4 sleeve shirt, and he has what looks like are socks. So what Butch had done was gone into the locker room and figured out how to cut, or the dugout, I'm sorry, and cut his sleeves off of his shirt, which was long sleeve and baggy. And if it would have been an Under Armour shirt, it probably would have worked. But he comes back out and he has socks on that are baggy. They look like Jinko's jeans, basically.
Like Pete Maravich out
So
there.
he had cut the sleeves off above the elbow and had the wrist cuff around his foot and pulled the socks and rolled them up into his pants, or pulled the sleeves and rolled them up into his pants. And was running out there in windsuit pants, basically.
Like he was wearing like Jinko jeans.
Yes. So he ended up not being able to play because there still weren't socks. But it was
Big
it
whoop.
was so funny because he was so sincere that he had thought he had figured out how to usurp the system and be able to play, but the coach told him no.
Big whoops. Big whoops.
It was pretty good. He JaMarcus Russell himself. Red underwear with your white uniform. Yeah, that's, or wasn't there videos, or I guess the Fanatics pants just in general. JaMarcus Russell yourself.
The
All right,
baseball uniforms.
that was a good list. That was fun. Awesome. Also, that the chat was all up in there. That was phenomenal. So, all right. Here's the real salute your sports. Malik Hooker, salute to you, dude, for calling Micah Parsons out. Did you see this?
No, I did not miss that.
So you know Micah Parsons has his podcasts and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Malik Hooker went on there and said that went on some show. All facts, no breaks, I guess is the show. And they and they asked him what they thought about Micah Parsons' podcast, and he ended up going on this monologue about how he thinks it's a distraction from the team and he's spending too much time worrying about all that stuff and not focusing on winning a championship. Well, now Micah Parsons is not happy with Malik Hooker, who's a safety, and Malik Hooker deleted the post, and and now you've got NBA, this league, going at the Cowboys are just going at each other because now Micah Parsons is yelling at Malik Hooker, saying, "You got my number. You're my locker mate. You could have said this any day. You realize I shoot the podcast on our off day. Why aren't we talking about everyone's preparations and focus leading up to game week? I can point out a lot of other things, but I'm just not going to." So basically, this whole thing has turned into the Cowboys into a soap opera, which
Wow.
Jerry Jones loves. And Micah Parsons' podcast is going to get boosted. So this dude just ended up playing himself, as far as I'm concerned.
Are they the third best team in the NFC East?
Who, the Cowboys?
Yeah.
I mean, now you got them fighting with each other.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I think it's a tie between them, and I think the Commanders, the Giants, and the Cowboys are all going to be shuffling for 2 and 3.
I see
I
that.
think Philly should be the best team.
Should be.
So there you go. Wait a minute. What is Blue? What do you mean the under totals and losses? Which one does that mean? Oh,
guess
maybe
he's
that was a
saying
bet
take
you had.
it.
Maybe, yeah. There you go. Check it. Blue says check it. That was another one. So that was my salute. Salute to you, Malik Hooker, for calling Micah Parsons out, and then Micah Parsons being insecure about himself and his
which
podcast.
is very obvious.
Leave it to us, dude. We'll do the podcast. You just play
Yeah.
football, dude. Why do you need to do a podcast right now?
Just come on the show.
Come on the show, dude.
Bet that'll get the Cowboys fans on.
It would. They're not showing up, dude. It's getting close to football season. They're nervous. Did you
Hey.
have a salute?
I'm gonna do two because they're not here, so I'm gonna do two. My first one, and I'm not very political. I don't get involved in all that crap because it's just stupid. But for them to debate for 90 minutes and bash each other the entire time, just talk absolute crap about each other the entire time. And for them to only get mad when they talked about each other's golf scores and handicaps. Golf is back.
Golf is back.
Golf is
I
back.
want to see that match, dude.
Dude,
I
that
would
should
pay
be
money.
Oh my goodness. That was hilarious.
Forget the match between Tiger and Phil and all that stuff. Give me those two out on the. I would pay to see that, without a doubt. I would pay to see that.
Dude. So that one, and then my other one, I'm gonna shout out myself because so while you and Tex were out on the boat all weekend, I was doing house chores because I haven't been home at all during June. This was the first weekend we've been home the entire month of June. So I took the time to do some house chores. And so one of my chores on the list was to pressure wash the driveway.
Awesome task.
So
Awesome.
I was out there pressure washing the driveway. Now, if y'all remember correctly, last year when I did this is when I got tennis elbow.
Mm-hmm.
So I was out there trying to figure out, best way to avoid that happening again because,
You
fool
didn't
me
get
once,
copied.
shame on me, fool me twice, shame on me, whatever, however that goes. What I realized what I was doing was I was out there pressure washing like Willie Z putts. I had that thing in my belly. I had it like up here, and I was using my left hand like this, and I was turning. I'm out here looking like Willie Z
The broomstick.
putting out here pressure washing my house. I bet if anybody had video of that, they were dying laughing. So shout out me.
Hey, shout out you for knowing, for being smart enough.
Hey, to tie it back
Not
into my other one, golf is back.
Golf is back, because that's a very good way to keep your wrist in a stable position, keep the elbow locked. You get too much wrist motion with your pressure washing, you're going to wear out the lateral forearm tendons
That's what
potentially.
happened.
Yep.
I
So
will
that just
say
tells.
this though. I will say
I'll
this
say
though.
this. That tells me you got a weak rotator cuff and
Well,
a weak shoulder girdle. So
yeah, because I don't do a ton of. Anyway, I will say this. I did notice that I was able to do it straighter. I was able to make straighter lines doing it the
okay.
Willie Z way than just, you know, keeping the elbow in back and forth.
Did you stripe it up? Did you put a nice little design in there?
I did.
That's
I
what
spelled my daughter's name out.
that's what you should have done, is striped it up and then told your wife to come out there and be like, "Look, it matches our yard." That's what you
Yes.
should have done. Next time.
Yeah, next
Tell,
year.
tell her next year. Don't tell her. Just do it and then be like, "Look, I striped it up so it matches our yard."
That's right.
Okay, I forgot the dad joke, but don't worry, I have one. If you have salute your sports, sound off in the comments. Oh, we did have one up here. So, we had a salute right here. Belichick dating a 23-year-old.
Hey,
That
that's
thing,
right.
that thing is so weird, dude. It's so weird. So weird.
I don't even know how it happened.
The story is he was helping her with her homework or something on one of the bus rides. Then he left. He left his number or something. I
That's
don't know.
weird.
Yeah. I forgot the dad joke, but I got one. Here it is. How do you explain something simply to a fruit? You use layman's terms instead of layman's.
Oh, gosh.
Citrus your ass down, dude.
Gosh.
Oh gosh, that was bad. Okay, we need to talk golf here for the
Yeah.
last little bit.
50
We've
minutes
been
in.
going for almost.
Don't let us get hot.
Hey, deodorant before bed debate. All right,
All
hit
right.
the music. Somebody. Okay, Rocket Mortgage happened. What an ending. The final pairing, Aaron Rye. We thought we were going to get the Rocket Mortgage Championship, which shout out Plus Money Golf, Eric, all those guys. For putting that clip out there. I forgot we discussed that on Plus Money Golf. I went on there on Tuesday, I think, and I rattled off a bunch of nicknames of guys who would sound cool if they wanted it, so we could use a hashtag, and we came up with Racket Mortgage, but he
Why didn't you
choked.
share that?
I did share it on our account.
Oh, I didn't see it.
So I
I
didn't
did
do a
play a
shit.
lot of Aaron Rye, though. I played a
That
lot
was
of
a
him.
good move. Good move. The highest player that I played was Chris Kirk, which I also what the Rock Kirk Mortgage, I think is what I went with. But anyways, the guys, let me I think I've got I did another graphic. Dude, using memes creator, using the memes creator
Yes,
to
Mimi
build
or
these is
whatever it's called.
so much better to create graphics because I can do them in a matter of seconds. Here it is. The guys. Here are the guys, the GUIS, the golfers up your sleeve, that we put out every week before the tournament starts. Of guys that we think may not go as highly owned, um, that you can plug into your DraftKings lineup. And if it weren't for Thor Bjornsson completely collapsing on the last 3 holes, I think he went 3 over on the last 3. He would have made the cut, and then we would have had a nice 5-for-5 rebound in this birdie fest that actually turned into the last day was I think the round of the day was like 3 or 4 under.
Yeah, I think they had a lot of weather.
Yeah, it was the wind. So the wind kept shifting apparently. And then it slowed up significantly on the greens, even slower than it was. So, but the course fought back on day 4. Um, Cam Davis wins it. He won it back in 2021. I played a little bit of him actually, which was nice because he was in my highest price lineup or highest placing lineup. But the Batia collapse, the Rye collapse was terrible. And Cam Young, dude, he's done it again.
He broke his drover. He broke his driver today.
Did he?
Yeah.
Dude, he could not. I remember tuning in like earlier in the day, and he was teeing off. It was around like 2 o'clock, and he absolutely hard hook into the trees. Then the second tee does the same thing. He could not hit the driver to save his life.
He was bending down on it and it snapped.
Probably the best thing for him.
I don't know what hole it was, but yeah, I mean, he had to play the rest of the round without a driver.
Well, he couldn't hit it. He could not.
Is there a harder person to like?
Dude, this is a good joke, Super James. After his broken past tense, it's a drover.
That's right. Hey, goat driver, the drover.
That's right. That's right. Red Drover, come on right over.
Hey.
What were you saying?
Is there a harder person to like than him?
Why do you mean? I feel like he's a good dude, but
Well, I mean, like, you want to like him so bad, but you just
JaMarcus Russell.
can't. Did he Russell himself?
I agree. Like every week, it's like he's a good ball striker. He's got elite talent. He's got the Jordan Spieth out of the wizardry, and then he goes out there and just basically sharts all over himself when
Yeah. He trusted a fart after a couple of Tex mixed drinks.
Oh, you didn't say that one, did you?
Probably
It
best
was
I
on
did.
there. No, you know what he is? Cam Young is. Speaking of ESPN 8 the Ocho, he's slippery stairs, dude.
Oh,
Cam Young is slippery stairs. That dude will get all the way to the top and then slip on the slippery stairs and just right back down to the bottom, taking everybody out with him.
shout out Home Alone, Marv.
Also slippery. Well, no, those were sticky
No, he
stairs.
slips on the stairs.
Oh, he does. You're right. Then he gets the nail going up the stairs.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Cam Young cannot.
I didn't play a ton. I played Cam Young and Cam Davis about the same. They were like middle of the road plays for me.
I had what did I do here? I have my there it is. I always put out my line. I went Kirk Pendrith. I had a lot of Batia, a lot of Matt Wallace who missed it. God, dude, he blew up on day 2. Ryan Fox did make the cut, but he sucked.
So,
Uh, Zalatoris, I had 30%. Here's, anyways, guys went 4 for 5, 47 to 74 on the year. We're bouncing back.
Willie Z's starting to become another Cam Young.
I don't. He had that surgery, and he's within the year. I should have known.
But he
He's.
started out so hot. He got like 9th at the Players, played well at Genesis. He just can't get it together now.
I think he had that back. So next year will be his year.
Six
So.
Six of my top played guys, only 3 of them made the cut.
Oh yes. So you, Tex, Butch P, and I think Dylon all did the 150 lineup challenge.
I will say that is one of the hardest things I think I've ever did was trying to fill out 150 lineups by hand, not using. I didn't copy a single lineup except for what I played in our contest and what I played in the listener league contest. It's the only lineup I copy.
Collectively, how long did that take?
So after the show, I think I was up till 12:45 doing the last 100. So hour 45 after the show took me to do the last 100. But I was like doing them periodically on Tuesday night and Wednesday throughout the day. So I don't know how long. It was probably like a 5-hour process.
Holy cow!
I will say this though. I would probably do it again.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it don't. Well, if it was like a mini one like this, I'd probably do it like because it only cost me 900 crowns, and now I have money in my account.
So if they do another dime one where it's
I don't
150
know if
max,
I don't know if I have enough money for do 150 with dimes yet.
What did you come away with? So you didn't put any
290.
Why wouldn't you be? Yeah, dime. If you did 150 lines, it'd be $1.
No, 1 cent's $1.50. I
Oh,
think it'd be
okay. The penny
15
ones.
bucks. Yeah,
Yeah.
15 bucks.
Dang.
It's like I didn't win a ton of money, but it only cost me 900 crowns.
Yeah.
And I had 0 money. So
And
now
now
I
you
have
have
money. Yes.
Now you can get in the dime contests.
And if Jaeger would have made the cut,
Oh,
I don't know if you're gonna pull this up. My best lineup had T2, T2, 1, T6, T25, and then a missed cut. So if Jaeger would have made the cut, I would have been looking really pretty.
Blame it, Jaeger. Yeah, I got the scumbags on there. Oh yeah, Super James. Check out the Shorts channel in the community on Smoke the Spread. They're on 5 days a week. Go check them out on Rumble, that damn sports network. So he wants you to help him make the lottery for tomorrow night's. Dude, that's what you should do. 150 lottery tickets.
Play the C's.
Yes. Shout out to Mark Hubbard Tracker. 1 for coming on the show. 2 for dude Hubs. The way that Hubs made the cut, eagle on like 17 or 16.
This course eats him up.
He made it though.
He did. Kept the streak alive.
Streak's alive. Couldn't get it going today. Got on a record for Mark Hubbard Tracker that he hit 4 drivers off the deck. So Hubs is a big deck energy golfer. Drivers, that is.
Like him.
And then Yeah, I'll have to ask him about that next time he comes on when he does the Broncos preview with us. We're also going to work on getting another guest on. Jens, who's been on here before, said that Andrew Novak would be a good guest, so I'm going to reach out to him either today or tomorrow.
All right.
And then Lauer was cooking, dude. He finished at 10 under.
T25.
So top 25 for Lauer.
What did Hubs finish after the first time we had him on?
He was leading the PGA Championship.
Yeah, but the first time. Do we remember?
I don't remember.
Well, all right. So if you just go off just PGA and then this tournament, T20, top 25s after you come on the show.
I'm just saying that's a good. I'll put that in the. I'll send that to Novak. I'll say, look, we had these guys on, and after they came on, top 25. We're not saying, but we're getting you loose before the. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
There you go. Super James knows. They do good after visiting the.
That's right.
Billy Goats. So it was a cool tourney. I didn't watch too much of it until today. But what I did watch, course looked good.
I watched a little bit Thursday, Friday while the kids were napping. That was about it. But out of my 150 lineups, though, this is actually what's kind of depressing. Out of my 150 lineups, I only had 5 lineups that was 6 for 6, and those weren't even my highest cashing lineups. My top 5 cashing lineups all had either 5 of 6 or 4 of 6.
Dude, we started doing the math. Tex also had around 10% of his lineups that were 6 for 6. Mine, I had 2 out of 10 that were 6 for 6, and then Willie Z with Drew, which was still my highest scoring lineup, and he didn't even play. So if he would have played, who knows what would have happened? But I had 10% as well. So it appears that we're good at about getting 10% of our lineups to make 6 out of 6. We'll just have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Just for future to be like, hey, we got the Open coming up, and I'm planning on going big on the Open. I'll tell you that right now. We're going to try to get another one up there in the running for some big, big cash.
That's right.
Hey, that's right. Cash me outside. Eventually they'll be at, well, I hope so. Oh, here you go. Here's a question from Super James. Did you pick 11 players or so and then take every combo, or what? How do you keep from duplicating?
No. I just
J.Vi was sending all kinds. He would say you'd make a lineup that was outrageous. It'd be like, this is the Kim Lee lineup or the 3-ball lineup.
I did a 3-ball lineup with the Youngs, the Lees, and the Woos. I did a couple with the Codys and the Kims, like a 2-baller with the Kims. And then I did every letter in the alphabet. I did a lineup with your first name starting with A, first name starting with B, I did all that. Or if like some of the letters were hard, like U and Z, if you just had that letter in your name, period, I put you in that lineup. I think O was hard. For O, I used if you had double O in your name. So like the Codys were in that. Moore was in that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just hard.
See you later, Blue. Thanks for hanging out.
That's what was so hard about it.
Enjoy your night, dude. If you just pop the podcast on. You get the last few minutes here. Thanks for tuning in, man.
I think my worst lineup was my old person lineup. I did like Sink, Snedeker, Kuchar. I forgot, but like
that one had to be pretty bad.
Only one of them made the cut. That was my worst lineup, I think.
So I like to do the 20 max. I'll give you a little peek behind the curtain for my golf hot streak. Give you a little peek. If I'm doing a 20 max, don't tell Butch. I like to pick about 6 golfers who I think have a real shot, 6 or 7 that I just do my research on. I go and find all my guys, and I'm like, who do I think is going to win this thing? And I'll make 3 or 4 lineups of each one of those dudes with different variations of players. So I'll pull together about, I don't know, 6, 7 guys I think it can win, and then other guys I think can play the course or fit the conditions or whatever, and then I just kind of mix in. My player pool once I get it done is not that big. I just try to pair them with whatever guys that I decide are going to win the tournament. So
Now, what I did for my like first 50 lineups was I used old Ron his cheats that he sends out. I like using the course history Excel
Cam
spreadsheet
Davis,
that he does.
Exhibit 1.
Merritt until today was up there, and he was like
Mm,
6,300 or something. But like he also puts those little things out of like who has the best. I think he calls it the rabbit hole stuff.
yeah.
I use that for like the first 50 and just said like, you know, there's like 6 guys on whatever list. So I like did 2 of those guys from that list, 2 of those guys from another thing he did, 2 of those guys like so I mixed those up as many times as I possibly could for like the first 50. And after that I was like, all right, I can't even look at this list anymore because I feel like I've played all these guys so much.
Yeah.
I think my top guy that I played him 20%, which was Norin, who lost.
But
I
he's
mean,
been playing well.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you.
We got to get. I want to ask Ron Close to come on the show. I just want to know everything about his brain, how he does all that. That stuff's insane, man.
Yeah, so Norin, I played 20%, McNeely 19%, Jaeger 19%, Eric Cole, who's my guy, played
He had
17%,
a good. He
Minwoo
finished
Lee
6th.
17%, and McIntyre. I thought because I knew there was weather, I thought McIntyre would play good.
Oh yeah, Scottish dude.
I played him at 16%. So 3 of those guys didn't make the cut. So that really hurt me.
That can hurt you bad
Yeah.
when you settle on your top guys. And that, yes.
But I played Rye 16%. So
Mm.
he was up there for guys I play.
Uh, just to the guy that I picked, Chandler Phillips, was sitting at 4 under going into the weekend and finished at 3 under, tied for 67th. Butch P gave you Lauer, who finished top 25 at 10 under. Tex gave you Thor Bjornsson, who was hot. He was highly owned too. He was I think above 8 or 9 or 10%. And he missed it at 3 under. Eric Cole, your dude, tied for 6th, 15 under. And then Dylon gave you Taylor Moore, who was up there for a while. He was top 10, 10 under. So Dylon finally got a guy below 8,000 that he put his name on for once. So, but anyways. Yeah, that's pretty much the tournament in our 150 lineup shenanigans.
I thought that 15-year-old was going to make the cut, Miles
Oh,
Russell.
yeah.
Every time he came on the screen, I was like, tell my wife, I'm like, that kid's 15. She was like, you've told me that like 6 times. I'm like,
I think I said it 100 times. But
well, I just want you to know, like, you know, we need to get our son into golf if he wants to play on the PGA
that's
Tour
right.
at 15.
We got to get out there.
Yeah. A lot of
All
precious
right.
time being wasted.
So my top lineup was 520. I did cash 2 out of my 20, which coincidentally enough were the 6 out of 6. And it for a birdie fest, you have to have 6 out of 6. Got it. It was a birdie fest till today, but
You
here's
don't,
the what were you gonna say?
you don't though. My
Oh, it's
top
true.
lineup, I only had 5.
You're right. So was mine. What am I talking about? We don't know anything. Nothing. Not advice. Hashtag. The $1 DraftKings Bonanza. Get in it. It'll be out tomorrow or Tuesday. We'll start pushing it out there. Jump in. It's $1. Butch P took it down this week, and second was our guy Super James, and then Searsock. I'm guessing Syracuse Soccer 13. Yeah, dude, you're the 49ers of this thing. You're the 49ers of these contests, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, I was at
Sorry.
57.5, and I had a 4 or 5 lineup.
So there you go.
Jaeger and Norin.
Here. Speaking of which, scumbags. These are the guys that got below 40 points that were highly owned. $8,500 and above in your DraftKings. Tom Kim, highest price guy.
Played
See you
him.
later. Do what?
I played him.
Jaeger, highly owned. Gone. Scumbag. Keith Mitchell. Nope. Bobby McIntyre. Nope. Miscut. All those guys. Highly owned. These are dudes who are owned, I think, 10% or more. Then we have from 7,500 to 8,500, Matt Wallace. Way to go, dude. Svensson also played a lot, and Thor Bjornsson all missed the cut. And then your 7,400, Lee Hodges surprised me. I thought he'd do well at this. Daniel Berger, and then Alejandro Tosti. He had a lot of heat in the streets, but they all missed the cut. So scumbags.
I think Toasty is the only one of those guys I didn't play.
I played a little bit of him, but there you go. The guys 4 for 5. Can we do it again at the John Deere? I don't know.
Is that what's this week? I was wondering if they were playing this week.
Yeah, John Deere's this week, and then I think it's the Scottish. Then I think it's the Open. So we got to hang the banners. So let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You did it! Congratulations!
I wrote down a how dare you. So I'm still going to do it. But I also
did the how dare you. You did that how dare you when Lauer was on. Or no, last week.
I did. I keep messing it up. Let's do it then. So I'll go right at it. How dare you? USA football, U20. They lost again.
Again
in the bronze medal game.
Wow.
They lost again. I'm out. I'm done. They lost 32-25 to Austria. Not even Australian, who has the Australian Football League.
Jeez.
What is going on? How do we watch these games? What do we need? We need Sylvester Stallone to go over there and give him a hype up speech.
This isn't flag. This is tackle.
Yeah. Look. Hold on. Look at this. Here's the photo from it. Tackle football. What is that?
I don't know. I couldn't see.
Done.
You have a ponytail? How do you get 32 points and 25 points in football?
I don't know. There must be. It's the International Federation of American Football. So
that's not real football.
I don't know, dude. We're bringing football all over the world, and we're getting our teeth kicked in, and I've had enough of it. I'm sick of it. So that's the how dare you. Now, what I want to hang the banner for is Joey Chestnut.
Is he back?
He's back. Joey Chestnut, and we suggested this on our show, by the way. Said he needs to do his own show on the 4th of July to pull away ratings from the Nathan's Hot Dog. So Joey Chestnut will have a July 4th hot dog eating exhibition with soldiers at Fort Bliss. So he not only is he doing the most American thing other than just crushing hot dogs on the 4th of July, but he's
not
also
real hot dogs.
But he's also, well, man, I don't know. I didn't read the details. I just read the headline.
That was his whole thing. Why he got kicked out.
I know, because he eats those better than beef or whatever it's called.
Arby hot dogs.
B4 meat.
The paste.
Meat. Oh, we just came up with a fake hot dog. B4 meat.
Ooh.
Yeah. There you go.
B4M.
Anyways, he's back. Hang the banner for him for doing exactly what he should have done, which is take shine away from the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. You want to go with one? Because I got one more.
I mean, 3D. That's what Bryson DeChambeau eats. 3D printed hot dogs. It's like those footballs you kick that are blue and rubbery and 8 inches long.
Hey, dude.
Anyways. Luckily, it's late in the show. Got myself with that one. My hang the banner goes out to the Mariners. 48 years of existence. 48 years of existence. They have experienced as many ruptured testicles as they have playoff appearances, which is 5. So hang the banner for them.
This sounds like something. Sounds like something they'd serve at their baseball stadium. They have the crickets.
Yes.
It'd be
I
like,
also shout out to the Mariners too. I saw this earlier in the season. I don't know if they still do it, but speaking of hot dogs, they used to drop hot dogs from the rafters during their games.
doesn't Seattle, the Seahawks, have the brat cannon? Where they
I don't
just
know.
fire brats into the stands? I'm pretty sure they have a brat
They
cannon.
should bring you out to pun 'em.
I could spiral that thing, dude.
I'm sure you
You don't want to be in the stands. Oh, all right. One more hang the banner. It's officially fantasy football season because I saw this the other day. Commanders running back Austin Eckler is looking like he's in the best shape of his life for the upcoming season.
Oh no.
Therefore, it's fantasy football season because everybody's going to be in the best shape of their life, and you're going to get sucked into all the hype train of best shape of your life talk. So,
Until they tweak their hamstring first
right.
time they touch the ball.
In this, I'm like, wasn't he in the best shape of his year last or best shape of his life
Yeah, it was
last year?
contract season.
And it's like, no, because now he's in the best shape of his life. So that was a lie.
Hey,
He JaMarcus Russell himself.
new world record.
Oh,
Shout out to
anything
that
else?
girl that ran the 400-meter hurdle. She broke the world record in the
Oh,
time
yeah.
trials.
Shout out to the other girl who fell. That was the favorite.
Ooh,
Did you see that?
no, I did. Runway.
No.
Whoops.
JaMarcus Russell herself. Oh yeah, I
Dude, we
forgot.
watched the 200-meter finals last night. Those dudes were flying.
Oh, what's the guy's name? Who's got the
Noah
booch?
something?
Yeah, Noah Lyles.
Yes, that dude can
Yeah.
run.
He should
It's
change
just
it to he's running not 60 miles per hour, but 60 miles per hour.
ooh.
How do we let's do this so we can short it.
LPH.
Hey, Noah Lyles was running the time trials and qualifying at not miles per hour, but Lyles per hour.
That's right.
All right, clip that.
LPH.
117 LPH. There you go. That'll get us in the algorithms, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hashtag Olympic trials.
Let's go.
Hashtag Oregon. Hashtag debate.
Hashtag what's always trending on Twitter? I don't know.
Trending.
Trending. Yes, shorts. Okay. Anything else?
I can't think of anything else.
9 Sundays until football. 8 Saturdays until college football.
No, there's a week 0.
7 Saturdays. There you go.
That's right.
And we are 1 month away tomorrow from the Hall of Fame game. So 28 days? No, 31 days.
Well, riddle me this. Are you going to get the new NCAA game?
Probably not. Why?
I was just curious. I don't have a system to play it on.
Mine's the Xbox One, I think.
Yeah, I have the PS3, so I don't even think I have a thing that I can play it on.
You could try.
But I feel like I gotta play it.
I feel like I have to.
Maybe I'll just go to not Blockbuster.
Hawk 2 when my cat coughs up a hairball, I think of her. He's trying to help the algorithm. Did we say presidential election?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. Okay, we covered that one.
6 handicap.
That's what we should leave. We should just start the show with hashtag everything that's trending.
Yes.
Go from there. Whatamaker results. Your boy snuck in there with a backdoor 8-inch
Tommy
rubbery
Fleetwood,
football
dude.
NASCAR win.
You're like Tommy Fleetwood.
I have 16. Dylon has 11. J-Vi has 10. Tex and Butch P are tied at 5.
Ooh.
Here comes Butch P. Thanks for listening to the show. Subscribe to our podcast. Leave a review on your podcast formats. If you're watching on Rumble or YouTube, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. Twitter, Facebook, those all help us a lot. See, we're trying to crack the algorithm code. Follow us on YouTube and Rumble at the Millie Goats. Twitter at Millie Goats. Instagram at the Millie Goats, website and blog, themillygoats.godaddysites.com. Updated once a year for the blog. And subscribe to the show, rate the show, review the show. We will be back Wednesday night for John Deere preview. And how many? No, not Go Bills. How many John Deere tractor memes are you going to see for thumbnails for every golf show that's going to do it?
I don't know.
Probably a billion. But we'll be back Wednesday. We're going to work on getting another guest, another golfer. We'll see what we can do. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We will see you Wednesday.
From 28 yards. Good snap, holds down, and the Mountaineers win in overtime. The field goal is good from Jason Viterra.